You know, there's a reason why Activision has the reputation that it does, and it's generally because of moves like these. That's right, starting on October 16th, the Destiny 2 expansion pass will be included in the Forsaken expansion for free. That's about 1 month after the launch of Forsaken, give or take a week or two. That is, well, let's just put it to you, there's gonna be some salt from the players, and there's understandable reasons why. If you don't know what's going on, in order to play Destiny 2 Forsaken, a really good expansion, right? In terms of if you like Destiny, this thing has really brought the rhythm back in tune and fixed a lot of stuff that was wrong in the first year of D2. If you want to play Forsaken, not only do you need vanilla Destiny 2, but you also needed Curse of Osiris and Warmind, the two DLCs that came out and were included in the Year 1 expansion pass. Bungie has pulled this move, and Activision, whoever makes that decision, has pulled this for Destiny since the beginning. The Taken King required the same thing. You needed Dark Below and House of Wolves. The problem here is, Curse of Osiris is a terrible DLC. Warmind was quite good, but there were a lot of people who bought vanilla D2 who would have happily hopped into Forsaken, but did not want to get strong-armed into buying two DLCs they weren't interested in playing. There's always been the Legendary Edition. You know, if you look back at the Taken King, they had this $60 price point game that included all the Year 1 DLC and get you ready for the Taken King. Forsaken did the same thing for $60. If you just had everything already, Forsaken was $40. Now here's the deal and the frustration. Anybody who bought the expansion pass just so they could then purchase Forsaken, or bought the Legendary Edition just 5 weeks later, is basically looking at themselves going, I feel like I just wasted $20 of my money for two DLCs that I'm not gonna play, that Bungie strong-armed me into acquiring. Now, Bungie's solution for this, because they do already know that people are gonna be a little bit salt about this, is the Veterans of the Bundle. You get a unique emblem, a unique shader, which, by the way, represent the same shader and a pretty similar looking emblem as the veteran rewards for the Taken King, 2 emotes, a knife trick, and a coin flip, and then a handful of consumables. I think the coin flip emote probably fits best here, because when you buy something for Destiny, it's a total coin flip, if and when Activision's gonna, change that pricing model up and make you feel like a silly sod. Did I really just say silly sod? I did. Oh my gosh. I find it peculiar that this announcement came out right on top of the launch of Black Ops 4, almost as if Bungie knew this might have caused a ruckus or some frustration from players. I want to look at it from two perspectives though, the positive and the negative side. The positive side of this is, hey, you guys should have been doing this from the start. Don't require your players, especially when D2 struggled so hard this last year, to buy the DLCs and things they don't want to play in order to experience the good content. It definitely felt like you were holding Forsaken hostage in order for people to buy that expansion pass stuff. Maybe it's tough for you in-game to disseminate who has it and who doesn't, but honestly, if there's somebody who wants to play Forsaken, they should be able to play Forsaken if they have the base Destiny 2. Don't require them to catch up with that Year 1 DLC stuff. So I see this on that front as a positive move. This is what they should have done from the beginning. It would have given a lot of players who were on the fence maybe a little bit more fuel to dive into Forsaken. Now, on the negative side of this, of course, it's fairly obvious. It feels like if you wait to buy anything in Destiny, you are rewarded. I mean, we're coming up to December here fairly soon, and I don't really want to buy the annual pass, because what are they going to do? Discount the annual pass by $10 if I wait a couple, if I wait till January, February, is it just going to drop in price again? Like, these kind of maneuvers, man, just feel like the player base who's always on the cutting edge is kind of getting the short end of the stick. I understand, I've played a lot of MMOs throughout my life, and I get it. If you want to be on the cutting edge of the progression curve, if you want to be experiencing the most current content, you generally pay more. But it's almost like, hey, World of Warcraft, just wait a couple years and that expansion's gonna be free. Okay, well, a couple years is a big time difference. 1 month, it's both good and bad. Now, I have a sneaking suspicion that Bungie and Activision are looking to do this move to incentivize more sales. Even though Forsaken was received very well critically, a very good title. I mean, we talked about it here on the channel. I enjoy it. It seems like they're back on form with Destiny. I don't think it probably sold as well as they hoped. I bring in here a Destiny 2 Google Trends search over the last few years. This is for YouTube specifically, and you can see the initial peak for Destiny 2 Vanilla. This is pretty common with new game launches, and it got a lot of traction. It's not abnormal to see such a big gap. But you do see how rapidly it falls in the spring, especially that Curse of Osiris time. You can definitely notice why a lot of channels were probably vacating the scene at that point, because the game really dropped in interest due to the lack of support, controversies like the XP throttling, ignoring the community's concerns for a good 4 or 5 months, and then it starts ramping back up into Warmind, and of course we have Forsaken here. But no, Forsaken does a good job blipping back up on the radar, getting interest generated, but it's nowhere near the original excitement for Destiny 2. Now, the Google Trends could have absolutely no correlation to the actual population or sales metrics or figures, but I do know seeing price cuts like this early on generally are designed to drive more sales as we come into the holiday season. I'm really curious to hear what you guys think about this. Did you buy the Legendary Edition? Did you have the expansion pass already? Does this rub you the wrong way, or are you totally cool with it? I'm a bit of both. I'm glad that they're doing it, but my goodness, just a month after release feels like they got the cash and now they're looking for the next group to pull in. Let me know what you think in those comments down below. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe to the channel. Follow me over on Twitter at BBKDRAGOON. I love to say hi to people and chat with you guys there. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll talk with you again very soon.